Hello and welcome to the Jacob Review. Today we're going to do our first ever episode of Today in Nerd History. Bumper. Alright, right off the bat I need to cover something. A couple days ago, Friday the 13th, I was in a car wreck, so that's why my lip looks real nice and good.
Ghosts? ?
Alright, so for those of you who don't know, on this fateful day of November 15th, 14 years ago, the Xbox First Edition was released to North America. To the whole world. Not the whole world, actually. It was released like December something for Japan or something like that. So, also on this very fateful day, Halo Combat Evolved was also pushed out of its mother's womb into the real world to be enjoyed with our faces. So, in honor of Halo and the Xbox One,
Thanks, Bungie.
not the Xbox One, the Xbox First, the first Xbox, Microsoft and its naming of things. Anyways, in honor of the Xbox and Halo, we are going to do the history of video games as briefly as possible. So to get this out of the way, since it was such a nostalgic time in our lives, the early days of video games, I just have a list of 5 video games that I'm going to really quickly brush over in commemorates. Pong, Pac-Man, Galaga, Donkey Kong, and Mario. The list is probably close to infinite, so we will just leave it at that. With the Xbox being released, obviously it wasn't the first gaming console to be released. Really, the first gaming console, I guess you could consider it a console, was actually the PC. The PC's been around since like forever. So we were just going to cover whenever Windows XP was released, which was a very popular OS, which was August 24th of 2001. So just a couple months prior to the Xbox. The PlayStation 1 was released December 3rd of 1994 in Japan. It was not released until nearly a year later on September 9th, 1995 in the Northern America.
Or U.S.
Or the U.S. Well, no, North America isn't just U.S.
Oh.
You got Canada, Mexico kind of.
The way I see it, it's United States, Northern United States, which is Alaska, and then
Canada.
Canada is like
Our best friend.
Yeah, it's not Canada. It's two hands shaking hands. That's basically what Canada is.
All right, now for those of you who aren't super video game savvy, Halo is an Xbox specific game. It does not cross over into any other consoles except for PC. PC's like the master race. It gets everything. Literally everything. It's the best. Also, to combat this, the PlayStation released Uncharted Jake's Fortune.
That's
Me.
our names.
That's us. Oh my god. So, to combat Halo Combat Evolved being released for only Xbox, PlayStation released Uncharted Drake's Fortune in 2007. 6 years late to the party, but glad you joined us, PlayStation. Now, ever since PlayStation and Xbox and PC have came into the gaming world, there has been this huge debate on what gaming console should you use. Should you just do PC? PC's the master race. Xbox is dumb. PlayStation's dumb. PC's awesome. PC never gets crapped on. It's like a weird respect thing. Who do we have to attribute all of this gaming wonderfulness and advances in technology to allow us to enjoy games and all different facets of the meaning and crap like that? Glad you asked, concerned citizen of the gaming community. We have Bill Gates to thank, almost especially for and directly for the Xbox, because he is actually one of the he was the CEO and founder of Microsoft at the time of its release, and he was the main force pushing behind it to have it released. He also he was part of Microsoft, so he also developed Windows for PCs, for gaming.
No one's ever heard of an Apple box.
No one's ever. People don't game on Macs.
Except for people at like wineries and things.
Yeah,
apple
like
orchards.
Stupid snobs.
Apple boxes. imagine it like one of those little wooden boxes full of apples.
That's what I imagined.
Yeah, we have to put that on there now.
Yep.
Little
Graphic.
apple box.
Ding.
Apple box.
So, PlayStation Sony itself was originated in Japan and created by a guy's name that I can't pronounce, so I'm just going to put it right here.
Kiyoshiro Hakigama. Is that right? Did you write it down?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, let's just wrap this puppy up real quick. Thanks to the brilliant minds who innovated to create technology for us to be able to harvest this power to game, which you can actually read about in a book called The Innovators, how a group of hackers... It's a very long title. Right here. Book's right there. Whoa, look at that. Magic of editing. Read about it there to find out more about Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Even though Steve Jobs didn't directly create anything that benefited games, in an indirect sense, he was competition with Windows and Microsoft and all other PC stuff. So, kind of indirectly, he pushed Windows to be better, making gaming better on PCs. Yay, Steve Jobs. Rest his soul. Bless his soul.
Bless his soul.
Yeah,
I think a
completely
better
wrong.
thing to say would probably be like, may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Or the belated or
Sis.
something. Or not
Pieces?
belated. No, not pieces.
He's dead.
It's too soon. Too soon.
Sorry. Anyway, so thanks to those innovators who pushed for gaming to be what it has become today. Also, thanks to all the original nostalgic video games that have also brought us to where we are today, such as Pong, Pac-Man, Galaga, Donkey Kong, and Mario. And yeah, that wraps it up. So, boom. I'm Jacob Clark, and I've been your host for Today in Nerd History. All right. Was that good?
That's solid.
You think that was good?
I think it's pretty good.
Hope I don't fail.